Hey guys, how you doing? I finally got an answer for you. A lot of you have been asking the question, Don, when are you coming home? When are you going to leave China and move back to the United States? Well, a lot's been happening here in China. I'm going to try to fill you in as best I can on the latest. As I can from right here. I can't say everything that I know, but I will tell you some of what I know. The answer is soon. I will be coming home. Stay tuned over the next 15 minutes. I'm going to have some answers for you. So the question is, when am I going home? I've gotten that question a lot over the years with me living here in China. And honestly, I've never taken the question that seriously because I was having such a good time here. And you know, I love the kids, I love teaching English. I do take it seriously, by the way. Oh man, there's some real pollution near here with these tracks. I just breathed in a whiff of it. It's hard to breathe here underneath these railroad tracks. But anyways, yeah, I take it very seriously. For me, it was very important to produce value for my students and for the parents, and to, you know, do something useful with my life. So it wasn't a, you know what? I think I missed the turn here. The leaves have disguised everything. Go down this way. But anyways, see, this is a road. There's cars out here. So, but anyways, I took it seriously, produced value for a lot of students, had a lot of fun doing it, and you save a lot of money working here. You have opportunities to jet set on your days off to all kinds of great cities like Tokyo, Singapore. I loved the lifestyle. I loved being here. And it doesn't hurt, there are lots of pretty girls here. Now, however, I had to change my thinking because a new law was introduced this year. This summer, Eunice Yoon on CNBC. Ooh, some dips in the payment there. CNBC's Eunice Yoon, she came on here and said a new education law had been put in place that was going to be banning English tutoring centers. Overnight, the stocks completely tanked in relation to education stocks here in China. Then of course the China Daily News confirmed it, that the law does exist and was going to be implemented. People get reckless, by the way, when they have a baby out there. They just send the baby into harm's way. Normally people get cautious, right? But here in China, no, they get more reckless when they have a baby around. Look at this, the police is just stopping. See, this is a road. I mean, you just saw the traffic here. But people are still so carefree and almost reckless. But anyways, yeah, the law exists. It's real, and people try to argue and say, oh, the law doesn't exist. Well, it does exist. It's in China Daily. You can't deny it. The other thing too is that people try to interpret what's going to happen with wishful speculation. Looks like some nice people out here getting some photos. Boy, what a beautiful day to be out. Golden leaves. Out walking with the wife and the baby. That's how you do it. Uh-oh. This could be interesting. Okay. Order's been restored. But anyways, yeah, the law's real, but a lot of people want to wishfully speculate. Oh, it protects foreigners. Foreigners are going to be able to keep their classes going because they don't teach the same content that the regular schools do, so foreigners can keep teaching their English classes here. And I think that's wishful speculation because the law hasn't been administered yet. in this area. Let me get to that. The law is being implemented. It's going to be implemented over 3 years. But parts of it are being already implemented. Wow, look at all these people out here. Whew. Now this is a road, mind you. Unbelievable. I don't know where all these people came from. Unbelievable, look at all this. Well, we got through there safely though. Hello. Man, lots of pretty girls out today. Hello, hello. You know, if I was smart, I'd get off the bike and take photos of these girls, but I'm not. But anyways, it is being implemented in places like Shanghai and Beijing. And they've already closed down, what is it, the majority of the English training centers. Oh. Believe it or not, I am a cautious rider. I am a former racer, so I know what I'm doing. He does not. It is beautiful. I mean, it's dangerous around here with all these people, but it's still beautiful. So anyways, they are implementing the, oh, look at this. Hello. Hello. There we go. It's always a relief to get out of there. So what was I saying? Yeah, so the law is being implemented in places like Beijing and Shanghai, and it's already closed. So if you're an online learning center, they're almost gone. The majority are gone right now. A lot of people said, well, once the law is implemented, why don't you just do online learning with people here in China? That's a no-go. That was the first thing they banned. So you can't do that. And in fact, some of the provinces have set up hotlines where you can tattle on your neighbor who may have their child doing online classes. So we got people tattling on each other who are learning English. So that's always a good thing. So they're implementing it first in the big cities. And in those places already, was it 75% of the places where they do it in person, where they do English classes in person, they've been closed. However, here in the great city of Shenyang, they haven't done it yet. Nothing's been done. They're waiting to see what comes of the situation in places like Beijing. However, they are planning to implement the new law in January of 2022. Early 2022, they're going to start putting the law into effect here in Liaoning and Shenyang. So it is going to be implemented, and so all these people are pretending that it doesn't affect them, or, you know, nothing's going to happen. I'm not convinced that's true. I think these type of people tend to follow through on what they say at the highest levels, and so I'm betting my money on that they are telling the truth. And once the law is put into effect, it's going to be really, really hard to stay in business, right? So you got that going on. Now, one of the problems is that because of the pandemic, people have not been allowed to travel in China. You can't leave China and come back as a foreigner. That just can't happen right now. And I do need to get back to the United States to take care of some things. So I've got this burden where I've got to get back home in 2022, but I can't go home and then come back and continue to work my job if my job were to survive. Hello. So this is what's going on with me. So I've got to get back this upcoming year, take care of some things. But if I did come back, attempt to, I'd have to get approval from the Chinese embassy before I could return. And then once I did try to return, they would put me in a place where you are locked in with bars, alarms, and police guards for 3 weeks, which is part of the Chinese quarantine system where they lock you up. Well, I don't have the stomach to do that again. All right, it wasn't. I did it in Shenzhen in 2020. It wasn't fun, and I don't ever want to do it again. You know. Now, yes, I did do it, but that doesn't mean I want to do it again. I mean, I went to boot camp, but I don't ever care to go to boot camp again. I have had to stay overnight in the hospital, but I don't care to stay overnight again. You know, it's just one of those things, just because you've done it, you don't ever want to do it again. And that's how I feel about being quarantined in a place that has bars on the windows, police at the door, alarms. You know, it's, look at this. Looks like they'll get out of the way. All right. Holy cow, he's out of control. And so I don't want to go through that again. I don't have the stomach to go through with it. Which brings me to my next point. Maybe, just maybe, that's beautiful right there, the sun above the buildings. Just maybe this new education law is a blessing in disguise, because it has been a very hard year and a half being here in China. You can't leave Shenyang, because if you do, and you've been in a place that's had a case, then your code goes orange or red, which means you get locked up in a place with bars, police guards, alarms for, you know, 2 to 3 weeks. You know, what does that sound like? Bars on the window, police at the door, alarms, right? And so the green code system is basically like an ankle bracelet, which makes sure you never leave the city. Because let's say you pass through Beijing and they catch a case in Beijing while you're passing through the airport. Well, when you go home, they find out, oh, you passed through Beijing airport. There's a case in Beijing. You're going to the place with bars on the windows and police guarding the gate. So it is a, so you can't really leave the city. And so, you know, it kind of feels like a siege where I've been locked up in the city here for about the last 15 months or so. It hasn't been fun. You can't leave. And then obviously you can't leave the country, because once again you'll get locked up when you return in a place with a bar. So I mean, people are losing their morale. They've been separated from their families for so long. It's not a ideal situation. In fact, the South China Morning Post did a story about how the European Chamber of Commerce said with a survey among their people, they've about had it. You know, they're tired of being here. And then the Financial Times did a story this past week saying that the American Chamber of Commerce did a similar survey, and they're expecting most Americans to exit China in 2022 because of the heavy lockdowns. I went to a town hall meeting earlier this month, and interestingly enough, I didn't meet any Americans at the meeting who still plan to be in China in 2023. So everybody is making an exit strategy. Everybody is wanting to get out. For one, I need to get back to tend to some business by September of 2022. So, oh boy, this is a tight fit, huh? All right, but look at that, that's beautiful, huh? This, by the way, tomorrow they are forecasting snow, rain and snow. So this is like the last day of moderate fall weather we're gonna have, maybe for the whole season. So just a beautiful day. You gotta enjoy it here in Shenyang because winters are long. So this might be the last day of good weather we have till March. But anyways, I've got to get back to the United States in September of 2022. But I might be coming back sooner if the new law is implemented. I'm going to say there's about a 95% chance I'm going to be moved out of China permanently by 2022. And it is sad. I know I'm going to miss my students. There's a lot of things I am going to miss about being here. It has been wonderful. In a lot of ways, it has been wonderful. But all good things must come to an end. And, you know, it's just time to open up a new chapter in my life. And I'm going to miss beautiful views like that. That is beautiful right there. Look at these guys taking their time. They don't care. But anyways, yeah, it is a beautiful river view today. I'm going to miss that. Like I said, all good things must come to an end. So anyways, bottom line, there is a new education law. Things are winding up here. Me, as well as other foreigners, we are eager to get home. And I think we're going to be doing that here in the next 12 months. And you'll be seeing many people from China coming back to your home country probably this year, because it's just time. You know, we've given this 2 years to fix itself. The only way I would probably stay is if we went back to 2019, where we had open borders, people could travel, you didn't have to be quarantined, and there was reason to believe there's going to be less tension politically in the area. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I am expecting to be home by September of 2022, and I look forward to seeing you when I get home. Until then, take care and have a great Thanksgiving holiday.